Every day when I woke up, it feels like a new start of a new battle. I have to fight for my family. I have to fight for my mom. I have to fight for my son. I have to fight for people that love me and trust me. As a physical trainer, many of my clients struggle with weight, with low self-esteem. So I decided to start a mission to show how it's possible to win and fight this battle with obesity. My plan was to gain weight in a short period of time and then show people how it's possible to lose the weight with hard work and a healthy diet. It's just another fight in my journey.
I was introduced to Oscar about 12 years ago, and we hit it off immediately.
I have been exercising with my uncle since I was 2 years old.
Oscar es una persona que es como un sol que ilumina a los demás.
Oscar es mi hermano y es un peleador.
When I met Oscar, I connected because I remember when I came over, I said, I don't want to look good. I want to feel good.
He's younger, stronger than me. I try to stay away from him. Intimidating factors are involved.
He's first and foremost my trainer, but he's a good friend. I rely on Oscar. I rely on Oscar for a great number of things.
He is hard on me because he wants me to get skinnier or faster or more things like that.
Oscar has a really big heart. He's so responsible. He's a real man.
Yo pienso que Oscar es un luchador de la vida y todo lo que él lo quiere, lo va a lograr.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Mi nombre es Oscar Luna. Soy entrenador físico. I was born in Chapala, Jalisco, Mexico. I have a sister and a brother, so we're three. I'm the oldest, my sister's in the middle, and my younger brother. So we're three. There has been so many ups and downs in my life as becoming a trainer. And to gain weight intentionally is the first time actually that I let myself go. You know, my father wasn't around. He moved to the States too when I was born. So I was a lonely child, and I never felt that my sister was little, she didn't understand. We didn't have Christmas, we don't have that, you know, for so many years. So we didn't have, it's a very broken family. I didn't feel that I never had a family. So for me, my mother immigrated to the States when I was 10, and my little sister was 3. I realized that it was up to me to have a family. So it was up to me to initiate a family, create a home for them. I was 15 years old to 21 at Cabo San Lucas. As we know, where is Cabo San Lucas and how life is. After I arrived and I started seeing the scenery of, you know, Americans coming over and blondes and people and just all the people around the world, tourists. I work in a boat, cleaning the yacht, you know, owner of Coca-Cola, you know. So as a kid, used to call me Antonio Banderas when I was a kid. I had long hair, a little bit like that. I didn't speak a word of English. And then my first word in English was napkin because the girls wanted to get my number. Cabo was my school. Cabo was my college. Cabo San Lucas for me means everything. I specialize in so many things in Cabo. The streets, business, hustling, the ocean. When I got to see the ocean, I feel freedom. As you know, I want to tell you a little bit about my life. One thing that I said, if I'm not gonna go to college or things like that, I will make sure that I create opportunities to my sister, little sister, and to my grandma that I was waiting for. My mom was already in the States, so you know, I wanted to send money to them. So I said, I need to go to the States. One day I will go there. One day, you know, one day I'll go to the United States and get to check it out. I moved on myself. I moved on myself. For legal reasons, I can tell you how I moved, but I moved on myself. I would move by following a journey of better life. When I moved to the States, I was 21 years old. I moved actually when the Twin Towers were attacked. I arrived in a very completely different world comparing to Cabo. I was a bartender for many years. I was in the restaurant industry. Worked mostly in all the most popular bars in LA, clubs, restaurants, catering, Hey! Catering, I worked in several places, surviving in the United States pretty much, but I worked in construction. I didn't really like that. It was not about me. I went to Freddie Road Gym, and then I remember that gym saved me. I remember going over there really early in the morning, and they don't know that, but I wasn't that confident. No, I have baggy, I have man boobs. It was not easy. I have to learn how to run. I learned how to breathe. I learned how to lift heavy weights. I learned how to not injure myself. I didn't know how to eat. I learned everything on my own. I learned the discipline of fighting and covering my face. And I learned with people and friends and coaches how it really is the philosophy. The life as a boxer is no joke. So for me, that I was now officially a trainer, I went to this audition. It was thousands of trainers, and the producer was Emilio Estefan and Gloria Estefan in Univision with CBS. So the cameras in front of me, all that. I never felt uncomfortable. I wanted to share my word and what I actually believe as a kid. So it was a great experience to help others. There were people that had never had salads in their lives. There were people that didn't even know how to exercise. They were so scared, emotional. There was a guy that I trained that was 360 pounds, and it was just sad to see these people struggling and their life was only eating. That's what inspired me I said, okay, I want to gain this weight to tell people that it's how important it is to not necessarily be fit or not in a competitive fit, but having a healthy lifestyle. I'm not saying that you have to completely have the six-pack, but you have to be able to eat vegetables, drink water, and balance your foods. It's simple. When I was doing the show, I ran out to Univision because I'm doing a show about this and, about weight loss and stuff. So, oh, really? I heard about it. Why don't you come and promote the show in Univision? Tell us about your story. And that's how everything started. And they said, you can't just be you. So they can be, Mom! The whole idea of me of gaining weight and motivating people. I'm doing this because first of all, it started with my family. It started with my mother. It started with her to losing weight, to be able to. She has dry foot, and she has a couple of situations, a couple of problems, personal problems that she's dealing with. And me, I have to inspire her to be able to say that she can do it.
Okay, mi nombre es María Teresa. Cuando yo me caí, me depresioné demasiado, porque no quería que nadie me viera con esa cosa que tengo aquí. Me da vergüenza. Con la depresión, me agarró la depresión. Que no sé nada de mi casa ni nada y no comía mucho porque no comía pero me depresioné demasiado. Me sentí demasiado triste. Pero lo que hice fue para el porvenir de nosotros, de mi familia, de mis hijos, de mi madre. Porque no teníamos casa. Tenemos una casa, no se puede decir casa, una choza. Y yo me daba mucha pena, me daba vergüenza vivir así. Yo tenía 2 trabajos. Trabajaba yo de las 7 a las 11 de la noche. O sea, sí fui muy triste dejar a mis hijos, porque sí me dolió. Muchísimo me dolió, me partió el corazón. Pero pues, ¿qué podía hacer? No tenía quien me apoyara.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, respira. Vamos a hacerla y poco a poquito vamos a hacer más fuerte.
Oh, I feel great, like 100%, more than 100%, because he helped me a lot in my mind, in everything. You know, I now can breathe, I can tell people, you know, I can go inside, see the life, you know what I mean? Because stay in my house is kill me myself, you know what I mean? My son is I can tell you, it's not doctor, it's not psicólogo, it's nothing. No es, yo sé que no es. Pero él tiene mucha mentalidad.
5, 6, 7, 4, 5, 6, 7, respira, 8. Muy bien. Ahí está. Muy bien, Omar.
Yeah.
If I always wanted to be a dad, yes, I always wanted to be a dad because I thought it was the coolest thing that growing up in Mexico was to take your kid to a soccer game or your kid score a goal. It was the most priceless thing you can father can be proudly feel. Hey, papi, come on, gotta go to school. Dale. Buenos dias, let's get up. I still have those hopes, but when I faced autism, they broke those hopes. So when I have my kid is not gonna suffer like that. My kid's gonna be educated. He'll say, thank you, this, please, this, that. My kid doesn't do that, he doesn't speak. All right, come on, let's go. Good morning, excuse me. No, calm down. Hey, good job, puppy. Hold on, good job. Sit down, calm down. We discovered that when he was 2 years old. Thank you.
When Rio was about 18 months old, 2 years, and he, at that time, Rio was living with his mother exclusively, as I remember, and Oscar was very concerned because nobody knew quite what was the matter with Rio, so it was a series of going from doctor to doctor to doctor, and then they had the news that he was autistic.
So it was the most devastating thing that I didn't want to accept when he turned 2 years old. That we find out, we discovered we had evaluated him, and then finally he has the signs of autism, and then he said, okay, he's autistic.
But I think at that age you never know exactly how autistic, and autistic is such a large spectrum, so it was very difficult.
And then after that, I didn't know what really autism was. Most of the world doesn't know. Ready, Rio, ready. Good job. Vámonos. Why me at that time? And, you know, and my little boy, I treat him the same. I said, you know what? As long as he eats, laughs, and runs, I'm fine with it. At that time, the mother, we were separated. The mother thought, she started a whole revolution that it was my fault. Believe it or not, it was autism, my fault. I'm like, okay. So it started the battle of that. And then the parents and stuff, we had, a very tough fight for years over custody. After when they realized that Rio was biting, scratching, I mean, there's marks everywhere in my face. There's one recently for 2 days ago. Bit kids in school, bit all the nannies and all that. So when Rio started doing that, she wanted to put him in a foster home. She would said, you're just gonna run like your dad. You're just gonna be just a bastard. I mean, stuff like that, you know? And I remember, you know, coming from a very humble family in Mexico and fighting this family they sued me when he was two. I had no lawyer. I can afford a lawyer, so I was going to city halls and go ask for legal help. So I had to fight him and you know, lose my credit, lose all my money. There's innumerable stories that I can tell you to fight over my son. And I think that's being a father, that's being a parent, that's being supposed to do that for your kids.
You know, everybody judges. I have a lot of problems. First of all, I'm here by myself in this country, fighting for my son, that I have the rights to be my son, and there's a family who want to take it away from me, one, and another one is autism. Not having money, and also not having the family support.
Me being a dad, it's fucking everything. I freelance renovation, and I remember a good friend of mine, Gabriela Tessier, which is you know, she's a journalist from there, and I said, Gabriela, I'm going through this. She has an autistic kid, and she gave me the best advice. And you fight, and you fight, and you fight for your kid, you know. And I can't do this. I can do this. I can do this. You know, I just kind of like play my cards and press my strategy to win custody, which it wasn't easy, which I'm not going to describe at all because I want to mention names. Fuck my life. But it hasn't really killed me. And I'm a fighter for that. You know, and but there was just going away. Nothing matters, have no custody. And he had a powerful lawyer and a powerful family taking over from me. So if you take my kid away, I will be there every day with hundreds of people outside of your establishment fighting and putting strikes for my son with news, with cameras, with whatever it takes, so my son will get back to me. So it's up to you. You call me, I'll call you back in 30 minutes. And then they call me back and say, we're not gonna take the case, we're not taking your son. Because they knew, and that time, I saved my son. It was the best achievement that I ever done, actually. It was the best battle of being a dad, what really being a dad means. They were gonna take him away from me. They were gonna take him away from me the next day.
Ready. Good job. Vámonos.
So it was very difficult. It's always difficult to note that your child is different, but Oscar was extraordinary. He decided that he wanted to take over the care of his son. He felt very responsible. He looked into many different facets of autism, and he now has full custody.
See? Better now. Love you, Rio. My dream was to be a father, you know, because I never had a father. I never had a main figure. Dad is a great guy, by the way. You know, I'm not trying to blame my dad or anything for what he did or anything. It was the circumstances that what life was, and it was just there, you know. But I'm not blaming anybody. I'm not hating my dad or anything, but it was just how it happened.
Mi nombre es Manuel Luna y soy un preparador de impuestos registrado en el estado de California. Me moví, pienso, alrededor de 1976. Buscar una mejor oportunidad y un mejor trabajo. Me moví de mi pueblo natal, de Chapala, antes de que él naciera. No había mucha relación entre la vida de su mamá y la mía. Quiero acordarme un poquito porque hace muchos años, pero voy a ser bien honesto. Voy a ser bien honesto. Yo me moví a Los Ángeles antes de que él naciera y volví a saber de él como cuando él tenía como 3, 5 años por ahí más o menos. Escuché a Oscar por el teléfono y me comentó toda esa situación. Yo me acuerdo que pues mi primera reacción pues fue un poquito triste, pero yo lo que le dije a él, dije que Río venía completito.
The main thing, the first thing that I fall in love with Oscar is because of Rio. You know why? Because I saw Oscar, how he take care of the kid, take care of the Rio, his son. Perfect. He's amazing dad. He watch what he eat, he cook for him, everything organic, everything the best. Now Rio has to be walking. Now this time is this. He take care of his kid really good.
Rio's age is 10 now, which is recently turned 10.
Experiencia con mi nieto porque lo vi, lo abracé, y aunque no se deja abrazar, pero yo pienso que nos conectamos.
He has a proxy. For all those people that know what a proxy is, that they think about the word, but they can transfer it to the mouth. They can transfer it to the tongue. So brain thinks it, you can express it. And he gets frustrated, throws a tantrum.
Sometimes he's aggressive, and one time he just scratched me.
Lo más difícil para mí es no poder llegarlo y abrazarlo, como todas lo hacen. Toda una tía.
People, it's a lot of people just like, yeah, dude, but at least he moves. You don't understand how hard it is to come home and say, hi, Dad. Can you pass me the ball? Can you throw me the ball? I'm a fucking soccer fanatic. You can play soccer with me. I remember telling to myself and telling to her parents that Rio was always have a dad and a father figure until I die. And with Rio, I feel like Superman. Just my personal life with stress with Rio, finance, personal trainer. They always have to look the best of my best, the pressure of competing with the rest of the trainers and all that. It's probably the most activity that I have to practice 24/7. Balance, 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 balance. was such an experience for me to actually start gaining weight. I wanted to feel what it felt that my clients that look at me differently, the people that normally look at me, or the society when they look at me when I walk, wouldn't look at me the same. They ignore me, they didn't care less. So it was such a emotional thing, an experience that I did the heavy guy with the clothes.
When Oscar decided to gain weight, when he told me I want to do it, I was like, okay, because that's hard.
Mi madre nos enseñó a comer, o sea, éramos demasiado pobres.
On Christmas, I came to his house. We were eating, and I saw him really fat. So
I was shocked.
Entonces yo estaba con la mentalidad, dije, pues ¿cómo lo va a hacer? ¿Cómo va a perder ese tanto peso que a mí tanto que me cuesta perder una libra?
Being old enough now not to criticize people, I didn't want to say, hey, Oscar, you're looking a little chunky. But he was getting pretty big, I gotta tell you.
I felt like this is not my uncle.
Absolutely, I'm scared. I'm scared of not achieving or look the way I look. I'm realistic, you know. I gained 30 pounds, 35 pounds in less than 2 months, you know. And I'm scared of disappointing myself. I'm scared of the word that I give, of the knowledge that I'm speaking, or the people that I inspire by.
I was horrified. I was horrified. He told me what he was going to do, and it didn't make much sense to me because he was this god. He had this incredible body. It didn't really make sense to me at all. So I thought it was a crazy idea, and I told him.
After 1 or 2 months, I was like, wow, no.
I have seen my uncle lose weight a lot.
I have seen the before and after, and in the in-between of Oscar's metamorphosis. From a pretty heavy person to where now, you know, he's really transforming himself. And I think that's great for his clients as well, because now he's leading by example, his own example. And but it's a lot of hard work, and if you stick to it, the benefits are you know, tenfold.
Physically, I feel great. You know, I mentally, I learn a lot of things, even though that all this journey has been, it's full of surprises. I remember telling myself, okay, let's do this journey about turning 40, and then and it inspires so many dads, so many single dads, so many family members, so many. I mean, in general, you know, just a lot of people that I want to motivate. So I went for it, gained all this weight, and then I started technically 7 months of working high intensity, and then dieting and going through all the obstacles, you know, approximately seven months. My relation with my son has definitely improved in so many different ways in terms of me having more patience for his needs.
I am in my uncle's house today because my mom's birthday party. We're celebrating her birthday party.
It's just accepting, pretty much accepting what is my resources are there to in my own benefit. So.
Está apagado.
All right, so.
I want to inspire dads out there about autism that actually struggle, that don't really know how to manage their stress. I want to contribute to the community. I'm still working on Univision as well. Sending the message that life is not easy, but it's beautiful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful every day that I get to actually provide to my son. I'm so grateful that I get up and I can make my breakfast. I get so grateful that I get to see that I'm brave and I learn how to leave the problems behind me. Hi, my name is Oscar Luna, and I'm a fighter.